He was a leader of the Death Watch. So how did Pre Vizsla rise in power? LXIX Presents presents Star Wars Lore Episode 69, The Rise of Pre Vizsla. Pre Vizsla was born on the planet Mandalore, the homeworld of the Mandalorians. He grew to be the Death Watch leader by around 22 BBY, which was a group in complete contrast to Duchess Satine Kryze's peaceful New Mandalorians. He secretly led his clan whilst he publicly supported Kryze and so became one of her trusted allies. He planned to use his closeness to the Duchess in order to bring down the government, who he believed dishonoured the Mandalorians' war traditions. Vizsla came into possession of the Darksaber, which was a black-bladed lightsaber and rather unique compared to the traditional Jedi weapon. His ancestors stole it from the Jedi Temple, and it killed many Jedi over the years spent in Mandalorian hands. Vizsla wanted to reignite the legendary feud between the Mandalorians and the Jedi, using the Darksaber to kill more Jedi. To do this, he firstly needed to take out Kryze and her government, and so reached out to the leader of the CIS, Count Dooku. With the new partnership, the Death Watch began committing acts of terrorism on Mandalore. As chaos brewed, Vizsla sought out to find those responsible for the attack as a bluff to hide his true intentions and remain close to the Duchess. After word spread to the Republic of an attack on a Republic cruiser, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi was dispatched to Mandalore. He was greeted by Kryze and Vizsla, who insisted the Duchess was not involved with the attack and therefore not in partnership with the Separatists. When Kenobi took a break from his investigations to meditate, he was captured by the Death Watch, but he did manage to contact Kryze. After the Duchess helped the Jedi escape, the Death Watch and Vizsla, who were waiting for them, opened fire on the two. Vizsla ordered some of his men to fly forward and attack Kenobi, however, they failed. After this, the Death Watch leader ordered his men to stand down so he could deal with Kenobi himself. When approaching the Jedi, he shot one of his soldiers who was unable to defeat Kenobi. Throughout the battle so far, he had his full Mandalorian gear on, which included a helmet. As he got closer to Obi-Wan, he removed his helmet and revealed officially that he was the Death Watch leader, which shocked Kryze. After Vizsla gave Kenobi his confiscated lightsaber back, he ignited his Darksaber. An intense fight broke out, and at one point, the Death Watch leader had to use unarmed combat after being temporarily removed from his weapon. When Vizsla was nearing defeat, he ordered his men to once more attack Kenobi, which forced the Jedi and Kryze to retreat. Although the Death Watch tried to stop the two once more and even kill the Duchess, Kryze escaped the planet to Coruscant. Tension rose between Vizsla and Dooku as the CIS leader forced the Death Watch to suspend plans to conquer Mandalore, as the group did not have the people's allegiance and so their reign wouldn't last for long. Frustrated, Vizsla met Dooku face to face. He managed to anger the fallen Jedi to the point where he ignited his lightsaber and cut the left cheek of Vizsla, which left a scar. This caused the Death Watch leader to sever ties with Dooku and the Separatists. Whilst travelling through space, the Death Watch came across the injured Zabrak brothers, Maul and Savage Opress. Despite the suggestion of executing the two from bo-katan, Vizsla spared them, realising they both had a common enemy, the Jedi. He had the brothers transported to Zanbar, where the Zabraks were healed. Soon after, the Shadow Collective was formed, where Maul, helped by Opress and Vizsla, brought together the Pike Syndicate, a Black Sun faction, and several Hutt enforcers. Once the group was formed, Maul forced his leadership upon the Death Watch, which did not please Vizsla. The former Death Watch leader had Maul and Opress jailed shortly after he gained the support of Mandalore's people when he showed Kryze could not protect them. Vizsla was in a great position at that point. He held the title Mandalore and managed to achieve an early goal of his to remove the Duchess from power. However, he heard news that the Zabrak brothers had escaped Sundari prison. They entered the throne room where Vizsla sat and the Death Watch were stationed. Maul then challenged the leader to a duel in single combat, which was accepted.
I challenge you, one warrior to another, and only the strongest shall rule Mandalore.
A fight then broke out, which was contested around the throne room. Vizsla used his jetpack, blaster pistols, grenades, and his darksaber. Because of his unpredictable fighting style, he was able to hold his own against Maul. However, he was eventually overpowered and decapitated by his own weapon, the darksaber.
Only the strongest shall rule.
With this performed in front of the clan, Maul became the new Death Watch leader. Vizsla may have been no more, but even in death, he was able to attack Kryze. This was because his successor for Prime Minister of Mandalore, LXIX, told the people that the Duchess had killed Vizsla. Because of this, he was remembered as a hero to the people and a saviour for when they needed help. Now it's time for this week's question. What weapon would you personally prefer? The darksaber or the Jedi's lightsaber? Let me know in the comments below. On Monday, I released a video to celebrate 10,000 subscribers, which was me doing the cinnamon challenge. I think it's a really funny video, and if you've not seen it already, I recommend you do so by clicking the screen or the link in the description. Thanks guys. Remember to vote for next week's episode by liking one of the 2 comments below. If you want to learn more about someone or something from the Star Wars universe, leave a comment. And for more Star Wars lore, keep it locked here to the Kyrgyzstan.
I claim this sword, and my rightful place as leader of Death Watch.
Never! No outsider will ever rule Mandalore.
If you will not join me, you will all die.